Happiness too is a ego gratification. It's mostly come from feeling good about yourself. There are 4 ways to achieve this happiness. Number 1. Winning or being better than others. Participating in a competition, especially in sport, and winning the game make you feel happy because you feel better than others. Number 2. Achievement or being successful. Students, especially in high school, are always worried about having a good grade and equate happiness with a high GPA. Number 3. Power or control. Having control or power over others can also be a source of happiness for some people. They enjoy being a leader and being in control of those who are under them, which make them happy. Number 4. Popularity or administration. In this day and age of social media technology like Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, most teenagers rely on their numbers of followers and likes to make them happy. Most cannot even survive their days without looking at their phone and profiles. A lot of teenagers experience this kind of happiness. They focus on attention and the approval of others to make them happy. But this kind of happiness is still short-term, even though it requires some skill, talent, or intelligence.
Crisis 2 is a sense of self-worth. It will let people be tied to being a winner, being powerful and independent, and being successful and admired. There are 3 outcomes: win, lose, and draw. All of this will eventually lead to the negative emotions. For the win, it will lead to arrogance, contempt, aggression, loneliness, and lose will lead to jealousy, self-hatred, anger, bitterness, and depression. Draw will lead to suspicion of others, anxiety, and fear of failure. How do we avoid crisis 2? We can't make happiness 2 as our ultimate goal. Choose to develop your skills and don't care about others' comment. Build self-esteem and advance yourself for the purpose of pursuing a higher level.
Have you ever heard the old saying, if you're feeling down, do something nice for somebody? There is wisdom in that statement. The fulfillment that comes from pushing goodness or virtue is called happiness 3. Happiness 3 can lead us feeling achievement, winning, power, and popularity. It is more fulfilling than happiness 1, and longer lasting than happiness 1, but still short term. Happiness 3, it is good when enjoyed properly. If you're not compelling, fulfilling, it is mean you need more. We can experience level 3 happiness even if other people don't appreciate the good that we are trying to do. There are 3 characteristics of happiness level 3. The first one is the longer term. Then the second one is it requires a lot more from us. And the last one is it extends much farther beyond ourselves to include others.
Crisis 3 is about frustration, disappointment, dashed expectations, and despair when you don't achieve the perfection you are seeking. Human beings want perfect truth, love, justice, beauty, and unity, which is the five transcendental. Unfortunately, we cannot create a world where the five transcendental exist perfectly for everyone all of the time. Because human beings have free will, there will always be deceit, hatred, injustice, disharmony, and disunity in this world. We try to satisfy our desire for perfection with an imperfect world. Therefore, the lack of fulfillment leads to crisis 3. We cannot satisfy our own desire for perfect and eternal anything. If we idolize happiness level 3 and make it our highest goal in life to create a perfect utopia on earth, we will soon experience crisis level 3. Here are some methods about how to avoid crisis 3. Remember that don't make happiness 3 your ultimate goal. Choose to help others for the purpose of pursuing a higher level. To be more fulfilled, we need happiness 4, which we will introduce in our next episode.
Hi, Sarah. Okay, here we go. Well, if they're unalterable, that means I can't do anything about them, so I just assume that that's how it's supposed to be, and I usually just, I deal with it. I'm a realist, so I deal with it. I don't dwell on it, I don't get upset about it, I just move on. Doing something that's fulfilling and meaningful in my life, contributing some way to leaving the world a better place after I've gone. That's a really serious answer, but it's true. That and period 6 world history.
Getting a good grade on a test, or like finding something good about a friend, or something good happening to you and your family, or something like that. So I do sometimes compare myself to others unconsciously, and when I find that out, it motivates me more to work harder. Like whether it's like the training or like better grades or like sports, just like want to try harder.